Hey guys, this is Sync from Subeta. I figured I'd make a quick tutorial about how to do rotating CSS profiles because a lot of people have asked me how I get them done. It's actually pretty easy and it uses an external website, so I've made this video just to help out. Before we start, make sure you have access to at least 2 different profile CSS codes, because a rotating CSS profile with only one profile is kind of pointless. I'm starting with a nice clean profile with all my main content in the first column and my navigation in the second, but you can set it up any way you like. Now, the external website we're going to use is actually owned by Keith. He made it specifically for people wanting CSS rotation. Go ahead and register or log in if you already have an account here. It's probably best if you don't use the same login info as your Subeta account just for safety reasons. Alright, once all that's done, click on the Manage CSS button and it'll take you to a new page where you can add a profile. Give it a name and save it, and then go back and click Disable for now. Make sure you have your first CSS code at hand. Mine's already saved to the site, so I'm just going to copy it from one of the other styles I've got here. Click on the Edit button next to your new style and paste your CSS code into the box. That's everything between the style tags, but you don't actually have to include the style tags because the site does it for you. Save it and go back, and then click on the widget button. It'll give you a link. Copy the link for now because we'll need it in a second. Okay. Now go back to your Subeta profile and edit it. Click on the Add Section button to add the widget section. It doesn't really matter where exactly. Click on the edit icon for the widget. It'll ask you for a link. Use the one we copied earlier and save it. Now when you save it, it'll come up with a few errors, but that's normal. Click the edit icon again and the widget will ask for your username and password for the CSS site, not your Subeta username and password. Once you do that, you should see the Want CSS rotation text in your widget box, and that means it's working. Now all you have to do is switch back to the CSS site and click Enable next to the style that you just added. Now go back to your profile and refresh, and you should see your enabled style on your profile. Okay, now that's one profile. Now we need others for it to rotate. All you have to do is go back to the CSS site and add a new style and enable it. Then your profile will randomly load one of these profiles each time your profile is refreshed. And that's it. As far as I know, you can have as many profiles as you like in rotation at once. I also use this CSS site for backup when I'm coding profiles, just so I can enable or disable the profiles I'm working on to go back to my own profile. If you're still having trouble after this, you can contact me on Subeta under the username Sync.